Hey.
Okay, we're back now. Are we good? Hello? Can you see me again? Hello, Lily Pickles. Okay, I'm back. Good. Sorry about that. I have no idea what happened. I have no clue what happened. Hello? Okay, cool. Good, good, good. Alright, let's move this a little bit closer. Hello, Jens. What is this? Just put it on my hair. How's everyone doing today? Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Oh, look at this restaurant. Am I right? I'm not going to put it on my hair. That's kind of annoying. This is not the same place as yesterday. Hello, Victoria. Hello, Miss Patty. This is not the same place as yesterday. Thank you. Hello. Hello. I know. I haven't seen you. No, I saw you yesterday. Didn't I see you yesterday? Were you around yesterday? I forget. I forget. Maybe you weren't. All right, let's move a little bit closer. This is like such a gorgeous restaurant. I want y'all to be able to see it as well as you can. So, yeah. Yes, pin the link for. Yeah, I'll do an outfit check in a second. How was New Year's? It was great, Brooke. Okay, I think this is the best possible camera angle. Move this in here. I will do an outfit check in just a second. Anonymous questions. Is a mod in here? Is user52 in here? They can do it, or is another mod in here? There's got to be some more mod in here that can do it, right? Yeah, Amber can do it, right? KCK, hello. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day too. Hello, gents. I'm glad I'm streaming too. Hello, Nut. Thank you, Miss Pat. I'm glad you're here too. Sorry you didn't come for the last two streams. You're good. Time zones are wacky. Hello, Tina French. Hello, Jer Bear. It's not a dress. It's a onesie. It's a onesie. Um, hello, Kathy. Here, I can pin the link. Hold on. Where's user 52 when you need him? Copy. It should be in the description of the stream, right? But if you can't find it there, here it is. If you want to go ask anonymous questions. All right, I'll do a quick. It's okay, Amber. Can you? Is it not there in the description of the stream? Let me know if you see it there in the first place. Because if it's not visible. All right, this is the fit check, everybody. This is the fit check. Am I slaying? Am I slaying? Am I serving? I can't do anything with this arm because, well, obvious reasons. But favorite outfit so far? I need a slightly bigger belt, but it does look cute. Favorite outfit so far of all time? It's been years of outfits, and this is the best one. Body so tea, the British are coming. Wow. Well, speaking of British coming, Kathy, where are you? Kathy's here. Also, look what I got today, y'all. Look what I got here. We got this and this, and I have beans, but must we? Let's look and see what they got. So this is one of San Francisco's newest restaurants. It is called Arquette, Arquet, if you want to go look at the menu, the lunch menu specifically. Um, and they have 3 mocktails, which we're going to pick between. Or they might have tea. I think they have tea. They have green tea, oolong tea, red tea, and Souchong tea. What is Souchong tea? Isn't this like the prettiest freaking restaurant ever? I've been trying to get here. They've been open for maybe like a month tops, and I have just been trying to get in here, and finally I got here. What is this place? We're at a restaurant in Hello Camo Board. This is a restaurant called Arquette. It's very fancy. We're talking like fancy. Luckily, we're here for lunch, so it's not gonna burn as much of a hole through the pocket. But you know, you'll see when you'll see, you'll see. There's some stuff in here like. At least on the dinner menu, there's like puffed tendon. I don't even know what puffed tendon is, but it's on the menu. Eating Uncrustables. Heck yeah, I love Uncrustables. And thank you, Kate. Lily, the red lip and black fit is so flattering. Thank you so much. Is it fine dining? Oh yeah, we're fine dining today. We're absolutely fine dining. Okay, we got a couple anonymous questions, but let's decide on a drink first. So one of the managers is our server. So, and they said specifically to flag them down. So let's look at the mocktails and then we'll see. So there's something called the Prospector, which has Pathfinder Bitter, lemon, and whites. I'm assuming that means egg whites. So it's going to be foamy. Rose Maiko, which is grenadine, lemonade, and rose water. I'm not huge on rose flavor. And then something called the Switchel, which is ginger syrup, cider vinegar, and saline. Oh, interesting. I think I'd probably want the Prospector over any of the others. Either the Prospector or one of the teas. And we'll ask what. I don't know if red tea has caffeine. I'm assuming by red tea they mean rooibos tea, but we'll see. Saline as in salt water, yeah. Working on your streak? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. All right. So we have some anonymous questions. We'll see if we can get Asha over here. They said to flag them down whenever we're ready because they're busy and they have people who are taking far less long than we. No, it is definitely saline. Absolutely saline. This is not the only restaurant we've been to that has included saline in a cocktail. I mean, think about it. Salt rim on a cocktail. It's not totally crazy that you might put saline in it. What type of food is it? I'm not sure what kind of food it is. It's called Arquette. It looks like a bunch of stuff. I'm seeing everything from like a fried chicken sandwich and cheeseburger to like steak and trout and salads and yeah, I guess like pretty typical American elevated food. Where's Asha? There you are. I have a question. A couple questions. So, is red tea rooibos tea? What is red tea? Is that like rooibos? Is it caffeine free?
No, it's not caffeine free.
Okay.
It's like in the family of Thai tea, where it's like red.
Okay. Is Souchong tea caffeine free?
Caffeine free.
That's caffeine free. What is Souchong tea?
You know, the lapsang. It's a good question. It has a very like malty finish.
So it's like it's an herbal. Okay. All right.
It's delicious.
Okay, I'll try that. I'll start with that.
Did you want sugar?
Sure. Just on the side?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, there we go.
And then real quick, we do not have the liver brulee.
Liver brulee?
This one right here.
Got it.
And the steak is actually going to be 8-ounce cravette for 48 instead of the 12-ounce for 50.
Gotcha. Perfect. Okay. Thank you. And thank you, K-pop, for the bits. I appreciate you. Thank you. What type of food is it? So we said American food. I love their uniforms. It's giving fancy colors, totally. Hi from Delaware. Hello. Why is everyone so adorable today? And we're getting a lot of great anonymous questions, which I'll answer soon. You still have your Christmas decorations up. I never put up Christmas decorations, but I probably would still have them up if I did. Hello, Bailey. How are you? All right, let's read a couple anonymous questions, which you can submit at the pinned link if you so choose. Someone said, "Don't mean to sound rude or offensive, but would you ever consider getting your top half surgery done?" So, would I ever get top surgery? The answer is no. That is maybe the most hardline no I can give you on any gender affirming procedure, because I have had facial feminization surgery. I'm going to get bottom surgery,
but I have no interest in top surgery. I am quite happy with the girls as they are. Estrogen, when you start taking it, grows the girls. It does, and you know they look pretty good as is. So, plenty of trans people do get top surgery, be it for addition or reduction. Just not me. Someone said thoughts on Blair White. Blair White is a MAGA trans person, which is, that sounds like a paradox to you. It is. Thoughts on her? I made a video about her once about how terrible she is, so I will point you towards that. Someone said, how is coming out to your parents and family? What would you give advice? What advice would you give someone? I'm very lucky to have an accepting family, mom, dad, and sibling. They've always loved and accepted me. I knew coming out that wouldn't change. That being said, some extended family weren't as cool, but I knew that ahead of time and have since just cut them out of my life. But what advice would you give someone? Only come out when you're ready, and only come out if you're 100% sure that coming out won't get you kicked out of the house that you need to survive, or you don't want to become unhoused because you come out, right? If you think that might happen, bide your time. Wait until you can financially support yourself, right? But otherwise, it's worth it and do it. Having a bigger chest, this person says, having a bigger chest, is it suggested that you have mammograms and screening similar to, you said woman checkups? I would rephrase that as checkups similar to cisgender women. I haven't had one yet, but I think as time goes on, I'll need those exact same things. And the last one so far, regarding the server misgendering me yesterday, do you consider that people may have a slip of the tongue rather than misgendering? Sometimes I call people by the wrong name, or mix up names, my mistake, or slip of the tongue. Nothing is intentional. So if you watch that full video, I address exactly this. Like, I answer your question, which is, you said, do you ever consider that it was a slip of the tongue rather than misgendering, right? Oh. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. That is a gorgeous cup. Thank you so much. Y'all see this cup? Look at this. It's warm too. Look at this tea. Okay, so back to it. They said, do you ever consider that people may have a slip of the tongue rather than misgendering, right? Both are true in this situation. It was a slip of the tongue. Their slip of the tongue was to misgendering, right? It all goes back to, if you accidentally hurt someone's feelings, if you say something that was completely unintentional in terms of hurting their feelings, right? If you use a word that you didn't realize someone might be sensitive to, and you say, oops, I'm sorry, I didn't realize, or it was a slip of the tongue, and the person says, okay, does that mean that the hurt they feel just completely goes away, like it never was there? Or is that person still allowed to feel like, ouch, that still hurt even though it was an accident, right? I think probably most people would agree that just because you say sorry and because it was unintentional doesn't like erase that pain, even if it's a minor pain, right? If you accidentally step on someone's foot and you say, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't see you there, my mistake, it doesn't mean that you didn't cause that person a little bit of pain by stepping on their toe, right? Same thing. All right, sorry, let me catch up with the chat a little bit. We got Bailey in here looking sleek with the cute black outfit and red lips. Thank you. Back from a hike. Funny, I was just thinking the girls look bomb. I agree. Oh wow, the stream must be doing well. Look at this place. You know what? I think you've commented your last comment. You always got something to say. This is a positive space. All right. We got Nas in here. Hello. My friend had a fat transfer instead of implants because she didn't want something fake in her body, and it looks amazing. Good for her. That is something I would more consider, but honestly, that's not even like, I don't know. I certainly would never get implants. Amazing parents for the win. My parents are also the most supportive. I love that your family is fully supportive. Me too. They're the best. Yes, but on the girlies, not the girlies. It's Hello, Shannon. How are you? Hello, Janice. How you doing? All right. Cool. We are caught up on the chat. So, I don't know how long we want to wait for this to steep. I'm getting, honestly, it smells kind of like a more earthy chamomile. If you've ever had chamomile, it smells
How are we doing?
so good. How long does this tea usually?
I think it's good.
It's good. Could you possibly pour it on like, or move them over here, or I could pour it just so they can see it
Okay,
going
just
in.
be careful. That's
Okay, thank you. I will be. I appreciate it.
all, 'cause it's really hot.
Do you have any recommendations in terms of the food?
Any food allergies?
I cannot do grapefruit.
Oh, okay, we're good on that.
Great.
So my favorite entree, which I practically eat every day,
Mhm.
is the trout.
The trout.
It's so good. It's light too for like a nice lunch.
Okay.
But if you are, a bit more hungry, the pasta, Macari's a pasta. It's kind of like a rigatoni, but like way thicker.
That's like the tube, right? Wait,
Like a tube,
Okay.
but it's like a really thick.
a really thick tube.
It's
okay.
delicious.
Got it.
It's like substantial.
Okay.
And then I love the Caesar salad.
Okay.
Also tartare. I don't know if you're.
I do mess around with tartare.
Yeah, if I see tartare on the menu, I always order it. It's really good.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, thank you.
Burrata's always crowd pleaser for sure because it's cheese with toast.
What do you say? The burrata. Okay, got it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that does sound good too.
Yes, those are some of like.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. Hold on. Is there any chance you could tell us your coming out story? Sure. Just give me a minute. Let me catch up on the chat really quick. Crazy story, but I found you through Blair White. Random clip of hers came onto my YouTube years ago, and she mentioned me. Came to your stream myself, and I saw how sweet and amazing you are. She stinks, but she actually brought a few new things to you. Well, thank you. That is very sweet. Yeah. Long story short, Blair White is, in any minority group, there's always people who will try to sell out their fellow community members by appealing as one of the good ones to the majority, right? Like, it's a story as old as time because they are willing to sell out their own kind in order to buy safety, when in reality, they're not safe. So, that's interesting, totally. Hello, Haraby. Thank you. Do they have oysters? I don't think so. When we read the menu, maybe. The tea presentation is beautiful. I agree. Just so you know, I really appreciate your explanations, honesty, and openness. Your analogy is really helpful. Thank you, Victoria. Burrata is very good. Okay, I have a silence penalty. How about this? I'll do a quick silence penalty while I drink some tea, and then I will tell my coming out story. How's that? It's very hot. Oh. It kind of tastes like grass, but I don't dislike it. I need to wait until it's a little bit cooler. It is definitely earthy. It is earthy. Earthy. What kind of tea is it? It is Lapsang Souchong tea. Lapsang space Souchong. Lapsang Souchong tea. I think there's like dandelions or something in there. I think it's dandelions. So it's a little bitter, it's a little earthy, but I don't dislike it. I just need a little bit. I need it to cool down for a second more before I can give you like a real. Also, did I do a long enough silence penalty? I don't know. Maybe that shouldn't be 5,000 points. Because I don't want. I can't stop talking now. All right, we got another anonymous question. Hold on. I got a couple more. Someone said, when you have bottom surgery, will you need Pap smears? I'm assuming I'll need something along those lines. Like, definitely, I'll go to a OBGYN. I don't know if it'll work exactly the same, but more or less, yeah. And then someone says, my wife is masculine presenting and is always called sir and never even thinks about it and laughs it off. Is there a reason why you let it ruin your day sometimes? No hate at all. The reason why it hurts is because it hurts. I mean, you know, what you're essentially asking is, why does this hurt your feelings? And the answer is because it does. You know, if getting called the incorrect pronoun doesn't hurt for one person, that doesn't mean that rule should apply to everyone else, right? Just because it doesn't hurt one person doesn't mean that person can gatekeep and say, oh, well, it doesn't hurt me, why should it bother you, right? Like, I'm sure there are plenty of things that don't hurt me that might hurt your wife or you or someone else, right? But I'm not out here saying that. Will I do more IRL content? San Francisco is seriously lacking in any well-known IRL streamers right now. I mean, I do these streams 4 to 5 times a week. Is that what you're getting at in terms of IRL content? Bailey says it's snowing here. Maybe I'll make some tea. You deserve it. Do it. Interesting. Yeah, Dandelion is good for you. It is. I was browsing Netflix a couple days ago. Has anyone seen the show Glow? Never heard of it. Dandelions are supposed to be good for you. That was definitely not 60 seconds. I know. Dandelion is supposed to help detox the liver and reduce inflammation/pain. Well, maybe it'll help with my arm. Instead. Well, believe it or not, the prostate actually moves when they do bottom surgery. They relocate it. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend to know exactly how it all works once I have bottom surgery. But I do know that trans women who get bottom surgery begin seeing an OBGYN after that. So you don't look like you pass. I know. You don't need to pass to be trans, says Cozy Cove instead. That is true. Also, one other thing about prostates, speaking of, is estrogen. I mean, when they do prostate exams, one of the things they're checking for is prostate cancer. And not to say it's impossible to get prostate cancer, but estrogen is something they'll give even cis men who are at risk of prostate cancer because it significantly reduces the risk of prostate, significantly. Yeah. Is user 52 in here? We need an active mod. My wife is masculine presenting. The amount of time she's misgendered is devastating, and it hurts. Exactly, right? It's fine if it doesn't hurt one person, but that doesn't mean we can say, oh, that should apply to everyone. It's really different. I'm sorry people misgender you. Politeness is not a common skill. Let's hope things improve. Greetings from Italy. Thank you, ABC. I appreciate that. Is Glow female wrestlers? I think so. Is that the one with Allison Brie? Maybe? Being misgendered hurts my feelings too. I'm a cis girl with short hair and I get misgendered all the time. There you go. It hurts a lot of people to be misgendered. Yeah. We need mods. Do I need more mods? Is user 52? I think I see Stracy, but we need maybe I see Stracy's here. It seems. Can you help explain the decision not to voice train because you like your voice? It seems like this would cause you dysphoria. Well, dysphoria, and for those who don't know, dysphoria is the disconnect between your experienced gender and, all of the physical, tangible things that apply to you, right? So, clothes you might wear, wearing men's clothes would cause me gender dysphoria because it's a disconnect between my experienced gender and the clothes I'm wearing. Certain ways about the way I look might cause gender dysphoria. certain ways about the way I'm perceived or the way I'm gendered or the name I'm called. Like all these things can cause gender dysphoria. And for a lot of trans people, your voice can cause gender dysphoria because there's a disconnect there. I don't experience that. Gender dysphoria happens differently for different people, right? There's no one way to transition. There's no one way that all trans people feel. I was talking with, y'all know Amy Schneider, the Jeopardy champion, the trans Jeopardy champion. She's the second all-time wins below Ken, who's now the host of Jeopardy. I went to a dinner with her recently, and she basically, she was talking. It was like a event, and she was like talking to a bunch of people. I was sitting next to her, but one of the things she said was, she thought about voice training, she gave it a shot, but it just didn't feel like her. Right? That wasn't one of the ways she experienced dysphoria, and I feel the same way. Okay, Stracy's here. Does the thought of surgery scare me at all? I mean, yeah. Even getting shoulder surgery a few weeks ago, absolutely. And bottom surgery, oh my God, the recovery from that's going to be insane. But you got to remind yourself that the ends justify the means, or it's going to be worth it in the end. I think I'm good here. Lily, I'm a woman, but I sometimes feel more masculine. Totally fair. I never told anyone my pronouns were he or him, but sometimes when I'm addressed as she, I get upset. Is this normal? So Janice, I'm going to ask you a question, okay? This is a hypothetical question. Take from it what you will. Pretend that in my hand is a big red button. I know it's cards, but if you press this button, you can't go back. Right? This is a permanent decision. Press the button, and from then on, everyone in the world ceases to see you as a woman and immediately starts to see you as a man, with he, him pronouns, with perhaps a masculine or more masculine name. And they forget that they ever perceived you as a woman. They have always seen you as a man. Would you press the button? Can't go back. If you ever need extra modding, thank you, Bale. Just making sure. I think you have made more trolls today, which is fine. That's fine. We've got mods. Stracy, can you reach out to user52? Are they around? I know you're here, which is great. I just want to check and see if they're here today. I think they should be. Just making sure. Happy New Year, and Paige. People think I'm a little boy, but I'm a woman now. It's the short hair. And look, this is why it's so important to teach people to use gender-neutral language, right? Because it's not just trans people, right? There are women with short hair, there are men with long hair that don't want to be called the wrong thing. Right? And it's easy to not call someone the wrong thing if you just use gender-neutral language, right? So that you sent them a message. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's okay, Cozy. It's not going to turn into the TikTok of it all because we have mod tools. Unlike TikTok, so we can just block as needed. A robot accent. A robot accent. You want me to use a robot accent? Victoria is going to ask a question that I'm going to have to answer in a robot accent. I'm going to answer a very serious question with a robot accent. Should I do the I can't do the robot. I cannot do the robot because my arm is non-functional. How's that? B-Jack? Robot? I think I'm doing it okay. We got another anonymous question. You'll love it, I'm glad. I agree, it's so nice being able to chat without the trolls and the hate. I've got to keep it that way, and we will. I think user52 must have slipped away for a second, and we needed to call in Stracy. And we have a couple other mods. Is Amber? We'll be okay. One-armed robot, yes, one-armed robot. Okay, you don't think you would press the button. Okay. Sometimes I just like the idea of he, him pronouns, but I feel comfortable being a woman. I just feel masculine some days. I can't help but get upset when someone calls me she when I'm feeling masculine. It's hard to explain. Well, I mean, Janice, and this is like a big thing to talk about, but maybe you're gender fluid, right? Gender fluid people on different days feel different levels of feminine or masculine. And honestly, I'm not gender fluid, but I have those days, right? Today I woke up and I was like, I'm feeling a little bit more femme today. I'm going to throw some makeup on. But yesterday, I was wearing like a little, it was still women's clothes, but it was like a little more masculine button up, and I didn't wear any makeup, and it's a spectrum. So it doesn't mean anything that you have different feelings of masculinity on different days. Maybe there's something to the he, him pronouns of it all. Um, you could always just wear a pin on any given day that gives pronouns you want. It doesn't mean you're trans or anything. It doesn't mean you're gender fluid. It just, it's a preference. You can dig into that as much, explore that as much or as little as you want. Hi, I've been here for the whole stream. It's so calming. I'm glad, GS. Hello. Victoria says, what would be the difference between a tomboy and a trans man? I see a lot of people saying sometimes I feel male and female. As a cis woman, sometimes I feel more girly and dress up, sometimes track pants and sweaters, but I still feel female, asking genuinely. A great question, Victoria. The difference between a tomboy and a trans man is that tomboys, and I use tomboy in we're talking about adults here, right? Like a more masculine woman. The difference is that tomboys are women and trans men are men, right? You can be a masculine woman and still be a woman. You can be a feminine man and still be a man, right? But at the end of the day, those markers of man and woman are important, right? Because it draws a big line in the sand for your gender identity, right? It's like, are you identifying as a man or are you identifying as a masculine woman? Both are valid, but they are very different things. I think just the word tomboy is maybe a little bit misleading because it has the word boy in it, when really there's nothing it's nothing to do with being a man and everything to do with being more masculine. These are very different concepts that are related, but just being masculine doesn't make you a man. Does that make sense? Gender fluid, there you go, Harry. Time Off Queen says, I'm a butch lesbian with one leg. But sometimes dress up as Ron? Who's Ron? What's the motivation for bottom surgery? It's tough to explain other than I really hate having a pee. I don't like looking at it. I don't like using it. It's never sat well with me. And I am very, very happy at the thought of having the other part. And that's, the more I think back, that thought's been there for a while. It just kind of took me a while to figure out what it was. Also, a cis woman can use he, him pronouns. They absolutely can. Hello, Elvia. Sorry, I'm a little behind on the chat. How you doing, Elvia? Guess what today is? Is it your birthday? Is it wrong for me to get upset, though? Not at all, Janice. I mean, the way I would take it, if I were you and someone used she, her pronouns on me and I felt more he, him that day, it's not wrong for you to feel upset. I would then explore that feeling and say, like, okay, why do I feel upset? Is it because I feel... Is it because do I feel like on some days I feel more like a man? On some days I feel more like a woman. On some days I feel more masculine. Some days more feminine, right? And then how would you want to fix that, right? Because you can be upset, but also understand that that person had no way of knowing, right? And also hope that in the future they would have used gender-neutral language anyways. So, you could start thinking about ways that you might want to tell people, like, look, just use they, them, or just use he, him, or she, her, or have a pin, or when someone uses gender pronouns on you next time, say, like, actually, you shouldn't use gender pronouns, right? There's a bunch of ways you could take it, and you have every right to be upset. Thank you, Bree. It was unfortunate to get misgendered from you. I know, it's unfortunate. Heck no, if something upsets you, you're valid. Yeah, very valid. I feel like I have a little of a hard time understanding how someone can feel male or I'm good. I'm sorry. I'm taking so long.
Yeah. Make sure you're taken care of. That's all. I'm
super taken care of. You're all good. Thank you. Okay, I feel like I'm having a little of a hard time understanding how someone can feel male or female day to day. I'm trying to understand how those thoughts and feelings, of gender fluidity. So, I'm not gender fluid, so I can't really explain what it's like to be gender fluid. However, backing it up a little bit, I could never really explain that feeling to you beyond just like what I've heard, because that's not me. In the same way that you couldn't explain to someone what it really feels like to be a trans woman. You can only parrot the things you've heard. And you explain what it means. But at the end of the day, you don't need to be able to feel that urge in your head, right? In the same way that, like, you as, you know, or someone as, like, say, a straight man is never going to feel attraction to other men like a gay man, right? So it's like, well, what does it feel like to be gay? They can say, and the gay guy would be like, oh, it's just how it is, right? That's just who I am. I can't explain why. It's just the way my brain works. In the same way you couldn't explain to me why you're attracted to women, because I'm not. So what does it feel like? Why is it like that? We don't know. What does it feel like? It feels like what it feels like. You don't have to be able to feel that feeling to accept that other people feel that feeling. Also, someone sent a really sweet gift. This is from Pepper Poppet. Pepper Poppet, throw some gas tanks out for Pepper Poppet, who said thanks for the streams with a hand heart emoji. Oh, that's our first pack of the day. $15 gifts. Open a pack. And I'll let you choose, Pepper Poppet. Do you want to go Goofy or Cruella de Vil? Thank you very much, my friend. You are so sweet. Thank you, thank you. I love Pepper Poppet. Throw the gas tanks out. If you're new here, because maybe you saw the misgendering video or whatever, we throw gas tanks out when people send gifts on PayPal or Cash App or Venmo or just bits on the stream, because they're putting gas in the tank for this community so that I can do this 4 to 5 times a week and hang out and ask questions and eat good food and generally be here full time. So thank you very much, Pepper Poppet. And I'll get to whatever you say in just a second. I love pronouns. I use she, her, as well as Faye. Now, is it Faye fair? If it's cool, for me, that's the right term. Oh my gosh. Lana. Hello. Dang, Lana. Y'all. Lana just said $50. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. That is insane. Lana. You are incredible. Dang, everyone say thank you to Lana. Throw some love out for Lana in the chat, and we'll say thank you a little bit more. But let me just catch up in the stream. Really. Oh my God, y'all are so talkative today. I love it. Thank you. Ronnie is your alternator. Okay, it's better than my birthday brisket for lunch, of course. Whenever I wouldn't have. I can't believe I didn't know it. As soon as you said, guess what today is. What does Faye and fair mean? They're just other pronouns. They mean the same thing as his and as she and her, right? They're just different letters. Certain people they're called neopronouns. We can talk more if you want. Do you like men or women? I like women and non-binary feminine people. Cause for celebration. You get beef ribs. We'll get there. They have them today in mayonnaise. I will drink my tea. Thank you. What's my sexual orientation? I'm a lesbian, so a woman attracted to other women. Or non-binary feminine people. Sapphic is another way of describing that. Lesbians maybe a little bit easier. But yeah, Lana. Dang, Lana. That is awesome. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. And Myrrh, I can't believe I missed it. I must have been like soapbox. Y'all are on a roll today. Okay, so first off, Lana, $50. That is 3 packs? There's 3 packs. And Myrrh, are you down for Goofy, or do you want me? Because I have this box. You want to pick from in here? Like, how do we get to open this box now? So we get 1, 2, and then 3 from in here, which is exciting. Throw some gas tanks out for Myrrh too, Myrrh and Lana. Y'all are so sweet. I love y'all so much. And Pepper Poppet, of course. Yeah, Lily has hella. Yes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. And Harry's subscribing at tier 1. Y'all are the best ever. Y'all are the best ever. I love you. Hello, Spaceberry. Hi. It's like pronouns relating to whimsy. Yeah, it's like a whimsical. Love y'all so much. Loving the random. Okay, we'll open a random one from the box. Genuine question, but if you say you're attracted to femmes, does that mean you're attracted to a vibe / aesthetic? an interesting question. I'm attracted to femininity. If you want to call that a vibe, I suppose you could. Because I'm not attracted to butch women. I'm not attracted to masculine women. I'm not attracted to anyone who doesn't have some aspect of femininity to their character, whether it be like in presentation or personality, vibe. So sure, I don't know. I think it's bigger than vibe. Vibe and aesthetic feels kind of like it pigeonholes it a little bit, but if that's the way you want to think about it, I think that's okay. Harrowby, thank you, Harrowby, for subbing. Screaming kids, parents must tune in, right? These are Disney Lorcana cards. Thank you for subbing. Every $15 or 1,500 bits that come through, we open a pack. And because of the gifts we just opened, we're about to open 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs. We got these blister packs and this box. It comes with a bunch of packs in here. Dude, I'm just going to take the first 3 out. It comes with some... Oh, it's like a life counter. That's kind of cool. Some dice. Cute. What's this? These like tokens? Promo cards? Oh, okay. These are for playing. No, I've never played Lorcana, so I've only collected them, so I don't really know what these do. I'm assuming they're helpful though. So let's open some packs, and then we also need to read the menu. We do have a few more anonymous questions. ASMR opening videos, I know, right? Let me hop in. So while we're opening these, we can maybe answer a few more. Well, someone said something really sweet. Okay, so the first one is from Pepper. That is the Cruella pack. And while I'm opening this, I will read from an anonymous person. They said, just so you know, and I know my opinion doesn't matter at the end of the day, but I think you pass. You are beautiful, truly. Thank you. And you have a beautiful soul. I don't believe you do things with ill intention like some people think. I think your purpose on earth is to educate people on this topic. And I think that you're doing a fantastic job. Thank you. Don't let the negativity bring you down. You are gorgeous inside and out. Well, that is very sweet, whoever you are. I really appreciate that. Like, really, truly. And, you know, I appreciate that you saying that I pass. You know, it is a compliment, I know, and it feels like a compliment. I'm not suggesting that it is. I'm saying, like, it hits me as a compliment. Like, it does feel good to hear. At the same time, you know, I think that there are certain elements of me that are passing in some ways. Especially on a day like today when I'm all dolled up. I think just visually, maybe. But again, it's not like the end all be all to pass. It's really not. And then this one we'll say that this one was from Mur and Urk. But you know, I appreciate it. And look, maybe one day I will pass. And maybe I'll have tried to do it, or maybe it'll just happen on accident. But you know, I think one of the main reasons I talk so much about not passing and, you know, insist that I don't pass sometimes when some people say I do, which I appreciate, even though I'm not sure I do that, is that there are a lot of people out there who, for whatever reason, are not able to pass. Be it from a financial situation, just from the way their body has evolved and, you know, what have you, where it's a privilege that not everyone has. And it behooves us as a community, as a trans community, not to advocate for those individuals, of which there are many, who cannot, you know, will never have that privilege of saying, like, yeah, I pass. Because people treat you differently when you do. There is no doubt about it. Like, people treat you differently when you pass. In the same way that people, you know, pretty privilege is a thing. People treat you differently. Develop your brain. Cool. Now we have 3 more packs. Let's see. Someone asked, can trans women be lesbians? Like, would it be weird if a straight man, like, would it be weird? A straight man transitions and starts dating women. So, yes, trans women can be lesbians. A lesbian is a woman who is interested in exclusively other women, which for the most part applies to me, although non-binary people vote. for the most part, right? Like, I'm a woman. This is from Lana, a woman who's interested in other women. Now, you could say, yeah, before I transitioned, before I knew I was trans, I thought very begrudgingly that I was a man, but I wasn't actually. So if you had asked 10 years ago, I might have said like, yeah, straight. Although I might have used the term heteroflexible, which was a silly way that I kind of used to identify some weird form of queerness inside myself that I didn't understand at the time. But yeah, like you are, if you are a woman who's interested in other women, trans or not, you're a lesbian. Let me catch up on the chat real quick. Hold on. I don't know how you have tax left, period. The minute I get my hands on the box, that's it. I have zero control over the train. They must all be open. Yeah. I just think about how if it was something big, if it was a big hit in the pack, that I would be so upset that I didn't open it on camera. And that's how it does it. Second that. Waiting until I get home from the game shop is too long of a wait. How would you define femininity out of curiosity? I don't feel like I'm femme in the traditional sense, but I also don't feel masc. I mean, Bailey, femininity is one of those things where, and I know this is kind of a non-answer, but it's a very difficult thing to define. But we know it when we see it, right? If I were to ask you, like, is this femme or masc? This card. You'd say femme. Why? Color, maybe, what she's wearing. I mean, there's a million different things that you could point to as why something is feminine, masculine, or androgynous. But we know it when we see it. And that's the best thing I can do. That's like the easiest answer I can give. Here's a fun little Mickey Mouse. Hi Lily, I love your videos so much. Thank you, Bella. And I still don't get why people hate you so much, you know? If you find out, let me know. You should give one of those kids a Lorcana card. I think it's a great idea, but I'm not going to because I do not know those people. That's the only reason. If you didn't pass before, you do today because damn mama. Well, thank you, Victoria. I mean, one other thing that I think sometimes people get mixed up, and I'm not saying this is you at all, Victoria, but sometimes people equate passing with being attractive, right? Like, there are beautiful, gorgeous, attractive, hot trans women out there who are clocky as heck. And clocky means you don't pass, right? They're out there. I'm one of them. Passing does not equal beauty. There are plenty of trans girls who pass who aren't pretty. And no offense to them, but like passing just means you don't read as trans. It doesn't necessarily mean you look good. Anyways, those were Lana's 3 packs. Thank you, Lana. No huge hits in this one. We got some super rares. Not too bad. All right, and I'm so sorry I'm behind on the chat. Let's read the menu as well because I'm hungry. All right. Hello, Fallon. How are you? Serving and drinking tea. Ooh, serving and drinking tea today. Thank you. Would you say gender fluid people pass, or is that not a thing because of fluid? I mean, it just depends on your vibe that day, right? If a gender fluid person decides that they're feeling more masculine on a certain day, they very well may pass as a man, depending on what they wear and that kind of thing. Or the other way around, they might pass as a woman if it's a femme day. But it depends. All right, let's read this menu. Hold on. How do you feel about indigenous cultures referencing trans as two-spirit? Well, the concept of two-spiritness has been around much longer than the modern definition of being trans, right? Two-spirit is super valid. It's something I'm not terribly well read on, but I also don't think that indigenous cultures are forcing that terminology on anyone. It's just something that it's a way that they think about it, which is great. I'd say androgynous. You're speaking to me. This is exactly how I feel every damn day. No, Bailey, your question didn't come out weird at all. Not at all. Makes sense. It's a feeling you get totally. Have not ordered already. We're about to read the menu. And hello, Rachel. How are you? Your friend, hello, Sarah. Happy New Year. I'm so glad I found you on Twitch. I'm glad you're here. Welcome. All right. Starters. They have fire roasted olives with burnt citrus and thyme. San Francisco sourdough with cultured butter. Okay. All right. Who was it that said oysters? West Coast oysters on the half shell with kumquat, kosho mignonette, $4.50 each. We get a couple oysters. They have a chips and dip with fava beans, jus, melted leek cream, and sweet potato chips. Oh, sweet potato chips. I was like, potato chips, but they're sweet? No, sweet potato chips. That makes more sense. You know you want that sourdough, Jen? Burrata and melted leeks, that's cheese, on grilled bread. They're out of the duck liver brulee. I wouldn't get it, but interesting. And then they have dry aged beef tartare with smoked soy, egg yolk, and potato chips. You missed the quat, Panera. Always fun to watch you eat oysters as someone who doesn't eat them. Maybe we get a couple of those. Maybe we get like 2 oysters and some bread. Okay, what are we thinking? You'll make me sourdough? I don't know if they eat your sourdough. Or we could get just 3 oysters. I mean, they're expensive, but you love mignonette sauce. What's in mignonette? It's like vinegar, champagne sometimes. Right? Why don't we get? Okay. You tell me. Do we want to get sourdough bread and oysters, or the cheese and melted leeks burrata and melted leeks on grilled bread? What do we think? Oysters, it's Friday. You're right. Let's just do oysters. Let's do 3 oysters and some bread. Let's go ahead and order it. They told us to flag them down. Don't worry.
All right.
I am ready to order appetizers. Could I start? How's the bread? Is it made here? Is it Acme or Acme? Cool. Could I do 3 oysters and the bread, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. This place does look very posh. It is. It's one of the newest restaurants in the city, and I've been dying to come. Today is Friday. Today's Friday. It is. Days are mixed up. I get that. Have you been to this restaurant before? Never. Never, ever, ever have I been to this restaurant. It just opened like maybe a month ago. And yeah, Two Spirit is not like a direct one-to-one for being trans. Let me make that clear. I am not the expert on that at all. Not even close. So you can do reading on that. But hi. Yeah. Some people taking pictures of me on the other side of the window. The name of the restaurant is Arquette. Arquet. Is it house-made or... so there's a company called Acme Bread that's actually is it in this building? It might be. That makes bread that a lot of restaurants in the area use for serving. And it's very good. So I was curious if they baked it here because I know they have like a bakery that's attached to this restaurant that is on the other side of the building that they serve. It's like more of a coffee shop situation. So I was wondering if they made bread. I don't think I've seen bread there. It's more like pastries. Yeah. Charlie, couldn't agree more. What are my New Year's resolutions? I want to try to get out more, do more stuff, and not sit on the couch as much. Because I'm a homebody and I'm an introvert and I need my time to recharge. But sometimes I take it too far and I just couch rot for days on end and I get really sad. I need to get out there and meet more people, and I'd really like to try to put myself out there dating-wise. Because the apps can only take you so far. Someone's taking pictures of me. Oh no, they were clear about it. They were like these. There's like a crowd of girls who were running around. And I could see them like looking at me through the window, and I like waved at them, and they were like, "Oh hi," and they did like hand hearts. And they said, "Oh, can we take a picture?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And that's why I did like a full thumbs up. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, Sam, I'm considering taking my couch with me. Right? I'm just so tired at the end of the day, and most of the time when I go out and do stuff, I'm happy that I did. But it's just like at the end of the day, after this stream is done, I will be like, ugh. And by that, I'm not like bad. I'll just be like sleeping like. But then in an hour or two after I rest, I'll be fine, and I've, you know, I don't even know what I'm going to do tonight. Maybe I'll go and do something. I should. It's also tough with the arm because going places lately has been difficult because it's kind of painful to walk a lot. Even though I can take the cruise. Do I go out to social events? I love the Meetup app. I want to do more of that. That is one of my New Year's resolutions for sure. Would you consider speed dating? I was single. I wish I was single to do it. I think it would be so fun. I have very much considered it. There are only so many places though that I would go because again, my dating pool is a little bit smaller, unfortunately, because there's a couple things that work against me. And let me be clear that this is not me complaining at all. Okay, I just these are just the facts.
House-made
Perfect.
butter.
House-made butter? Heck yes. Thank you so much. Being a trans woman, there are only so many other people out there, women, non-binary people, who, first off, are even down to date a trans woman. Second off, I'm a clocky trans woman. If you're down to date a trans woman, you also have to be willing to date someone who doesn't pass. And I know people think I do. And number three is being an internet person. A lot of times when I match with someone on dating apps or I meet someone in person, people have opinions about me before they ever meet me. And sometimes those opinions are not kind. So it can be a little difficult. No, because why is it so hard to leave? But then I'm out and I'm like, yeah, yay, exactly. I wonder if there are any queer video game clubs. I'm sure there are. I don't know about in person because gaming is so online these days, but I'm certain I could find some stuff online. But the thing is, I want to do in person. I would be more likely to go to like an in-person Magic the Gathering thing, and I know there's Friday night events, so maybe I'll do that. We'll see. The rain check thing. Yeah, what was the deal with that? Oh yeah, I haven't heard back from her, so I'm just gonna. The ball's in her court. She wants to come back and say she knows where to find me. Looks delicious. Give me all the bread and butter. Right? I have a friend who's male to female and is so concerned about passing. What advice would you give them to focus on other aspects of transitioning? So a lot of trans people do hyper focus on passing. And that's okay. Like, I don't think I would give them any other advice I wouldn't tell them to focus on other things because just because, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. There is no one way to transition. For some people, passing is very important, be it for safety or gender dysphoria. And it's no one's job to say, you should do this for your transition. If your friend wants to pass and they're very concerned about it or focused on it, good for them. Good for them. I hope that one day, because I think a lot of people really want to pass. Not everyone, but I think that a lot of people who are like intent on passing would say that there is a certain element of it that has to do with safety, right? Because if you can be invisible, if you can blend in, then you're safer, and that is 100% true, even in places like San Francisco. I hope that one day that is no longer a motivation for passing. Like that is no longer something that people have to consider of like, I want to be safe, right? That you would be safe regardless if you passed or not. That's my hope. All it takes is educating yourself. The reason I even found Lily is because of the negative content. I educated myself and learned real fast that Lily is incredible. Thank you. Amber says, I've been struggling to find things to do at night that aren't just bars as a sober person. Yes. Maybe right here? Perfect. Thank you.
So we have cocktail sauce, kumquat, pocho mignonette, and horseradish cream.
Thank you so much. All right. Can you all see the bread still? And now can you see the oysters? Can you see it all? Struggle finding things to do at night that aren't bars as a sober person. I don't mind being around it, but also it's all about that around where I am, at least. Yeah, that it's a drinking culture. I find that too, even in San Francisco. Like, so much of, in queer programming in particular, so much of it revolves around drinking or some sort of substance. staying up late is a big thing, and that's not just queer culture. It's going out, right? It's like, yeah, we're meeting at like 9 p.m. It's like, I'm in bed at 9. And can we meet at 5:30 and have fun and, say bye at 9? But I feel you. I used a gaming dating app when I was single and found some cool people through that. Interesting. What's it called? All right, Mercy wants a seductive bite. Is noise canceling on? Yes. This is without noise canceling. What do you think? And then this is with noise canceling. All right, seductive bite. Here we go. Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. Yeah, why is it for seductive bite? Oh, you wanted it with the oysters? I did it with the bread. Sorry. Oh, it's really good. I could just eat this homemade butter by itself. Just look at this pot of butter. How beautiful that is. Homemade. Yeah, why is it 1 a.m. to hang out, right? It's not just you. I struggle with this all the time. The kid's a little loud, right? That was intense. Yeah. It worked. I'm seduced. Perfect. So about silence penalty. Okay, I'm going to eat a little bit while I take a little bit of a silence penalty. Ten out of 10. There we go. Love it. Lily, do you know what body doubling is? I have ADHD, so it's super helpful for me and your stream. For me, and your streams are perfect for body doubling. I am familiar with body doubling. It's when, for those of you who don't know, it's when you, if there's like a task that you need to do, it needs doing, you can hop on the phone or have a friend over, and you're body doubling. You're helping that person, just being around and helping you with stuff, or even just being there while you're doing it, really helps you focus in on the things you need to do. Like even something as small as laundry or anything really, cleaning. All right, I'm gonna try one of the sauces on each. I'm gonna try the mignonette before anything else, though. I'm gonna put the horseradish on 2 of them because I love horseradish. A little horseradish, a little cocktail sauce. There we go. And y'all see these okay? I'll raise it up. No spills so far, by the way. How are anyone put big channel points on it today? Where's the prediction? Okay, pretty low bets today. 10,000 on no, 1,200 on yes. I didn't mention it while it was happening. That's why. Give me lactate, a few bowls of that butter in a dark room. It is very good. My hubby and I do the body doubling daily. Love that. Eat Cheesecake Factory. I'm gonna tell you right now, I love Cheesecake Factory bread. Oh my God, it's like carry Lily with me while I do housework every stream. You're welcome. You can see. Okay, cool. It wasn't Netflix and chill for me. It was Netflix and chores. We love it. Counting on no spill. Okay. Yes, I do the same, which is why I rarely chat, but I'm always listening. Love that. Point us down slightly. Okay, how about this? I'm just gonna. Let me see if I can see it. Get my screen. I'm gonna show you the oyster. There you go. You can kind of see it. Here we go. Oh wait, I need one of those like little. Here we go. Down that. Oh wow. That's got capital F flavor. Wow. That is, wow. It's not. So sometimes oysters are like very briny. Well, sometimes they're like very salty. This is not very salty, but is very briny, which is hard to, because usually they go together, but not this. I've taken you all with me to do chores and bubble baths. Living the dream weekend plan. I'm sorry you missed the prediction. Living the dream. Heck yeah. I can't believe I've never heard of this before. Body doubling? You look great with the hair down. Thank you, nerd. Where do they get their oysters in SF? Well, these are West Coast oysters. I'm not sure where West Coast. I'm sure if I asked, I would find out. But bubble bath, yeah. All right, let's do the next one. They're very small oysters. They're petite oysters. Also, someone said slow-mo bite. Here we go. Last time we did a slow-mo bite with oysters, I spilled. It is dangerous. I'm gonna try not to do this. Also very briny, but not salty somehow. Top 5 oysters you've tried, or are they the best? You know, Bailey, I'm not enough of an oyster connoisseur to really give you that list. I'm not an oyster fanatic. I'm in the mood for oysters maybe once every few months. Maybe once a month I'll be in the mood for oysters. I don't know if I could tell you. I don't know if I can tell you where the best oysters I've ever had are. I don't have the palate for it. You should take a slow-mo bite, but act like you hate oysters. Maybe next time. You like the oysters you got in Texas? The customers surrounding, wondering why I'm moving so slowly. Yeah, well, little do they know that y'all are controlling me like I'm some sort of puppet with channel points. There's a whole channel point black market. Y'all are trading your channel points. It's disgusting. Sick. I like my oysters like I like my fish in the sea away from it. Very nice. We're doing another slow-mo bite. All right, Shannon, I'll do it. Do you want me to do this one like I hate oysters? Is that what it was? I don't. To be clear. Slow-mo bite with oysters act like whatever then. Need all the horseradish on my oysters and shrimp cocktail. Yeah. I'm actually going to put a little bit more in this one. So the horseradish is really good. Not too much. I don't want it to just be. Which is crazy because I grew up between Panama City and here in Seattle. Huge seafood culture. That is strange. Good thing. All right. So wait, you want me to do slow-mo and do like I hate it? Okay, here we go. Did I spill? Nope. That's right. That's right. I'll do a monster bite in a second, Samantha Lynn. Like you, yeah. Why and when, why, and how did you quit gardening? Asks Nerdy Arch. When? December 28th, 2019. Just past the 6-year anniversary. Why? Because it was the only thing I thought about. It addled my brain. It's all I wanted to do, and it was messing with my life and relationships. How? That's the hardest one, right? Many failed attempts. Many failed attempts. Many times feeling like a failure. But eventually it just stuck. Wish I had a better explanation for you. Any seafood is my jam. I am pretty picky about my seafood. No, there's no spill. There was a spill down my chin, but not on my clothes. Oysters taste like wads of expired. Wow. That is rough, Manira. Whatever you say. All right, here's the monster bite. Spooky. How's that acting like a monster? In the air, it expires? Is that how that works? I don't know. I don't make it anymore, so I don't know. Do you like these smaller streams versus the old TikTok streams? There's certain things I like more and less about different parts of it, but it definitely feels safer here, like way safer. And we're able to have similar conversations, just, I don't know, a little bit more intimate, I think. So good. I think you can take those oysters away. You can if you want, but I know you didn't sign up to throw that trash away, so I always throw it out at you. If you really want, you can. I appreciate it. Also, do you like Disney at all?
I love.
Do you have a favorite Disney character?
Hard between Jasmine.
Jasmine.
I can't. That's too much pressure.
Is Jasmine number one? Who would decide? Top three?
I feel like just because Jasmine came out of my mouth first. I love Jasmine. She's
Okay.
such a badass.
She is.
No.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't really grow up watching Disney because I went to school in India.
Mhm.
So we weren't really
I get
allowed
that.
to watch TV, first of all. I mean, I would say movie-wise, Lion King is my favorite. But maybe character-wise, Jasmine.
What was the movie?
Lion King.
Lion King?
Because I saw it in the theater when I was a kid.
Yeah.
What about you?
It's tough. I like Cinderella a lot.
Really old school.
Yeah, but Minnie Mouse maybe. I don't know.
I don't think I've watched enough Minnie Mouse to know. Is she cool?
Yeah, it's more of a look than anything.
She's
It's the aesthetic.
Yeah,
Very
I
femme.
can see that. Sure. Okay, yeah, I would say Jasmine. I'm going with Jasmine.
Fair.
And then you want to wait
I'll
a
order
little bit,
something
Yeah,
too,
take
yeah.
your time.
Thank you. Kudos to everyone else who's sober or trying to be. Kudos. When did you switch over? From Twitch to TikTok 3 months ago, maybe? 3 to 4 months. You did like D'Artagnan, Dustin's baby Demogorgon ate Musi, Dustin's cat on Stranger Things. I don't know how that happened, but I'm assuming it was. Didn't we pull a Jasmine already? Did we today pull a Jasmine? Definitely in the past we pulled a Jasmine. Did we pull one today, though? I don't know if we did. We have Rafiki in The Lion King. Muse? R.I.P. Muse? Who's Muse? I couldn't be in the Upside Down. I'd die trying to domesticate everything and hug them and love them and squeeze them. You certainly would. I don't think they're having it when it comes to being domesticated in the underground. I think that's part of the whole deal with the I have Aladdin. So I don't think we pulled a Jasmine today. Oh, JK. Oh, there it is. Right there, we got it. Yeah, we got it. Why did you switch over from TikTok? Why did I switch over? I switched over because TikTok, and I went on a bit of a rant about it yesterday, but TikTok is not, TikTok's live services, their live platform does not put its creators first. In order to have people come back over and over and over again, and I'm saying people do, but I'm saying like have a healthy ecosystem and creators who are happy and want to stay want to stay creating on your platform, you have to value them. And you do that by giving them the tools to build their stream. And TikTok just doesn't do that. They don't give you moderator tools. They give you a very, very greedy split on their end of, when tips come through. It's just not built with creators in mind. Twitch is. My favorite Disney princess is Vecna. Fair enough. You follow Rafiki, he know the way. I drank once a few days ago, sadly, but doing my best. Hey, Bailey, you're trying your best, my friend. We are here for you. We are here for you. Don't beat yourself up. He is Diva, but he broke up with Conan at some point. You just have to listen to imaginary science. Wait, I think I've dropped the thread on whatever that is. TikTok is awful in general. Honestly, it should stay banned. Well, it's changing hands soon, and I am concerned. But also, I'll post my videos there, but it's just not worth it going live. My mental health is just so in the toilet when I'm streaming there. In Australia, they banned social media for all under 16. I'm not sure how I feel about that. In some ways, it's a good idea. In some ways, it's a really bad idea. Because especially I think of queer kids who, for a lot of queer kids, the internet is their way of feeling connected to a community. So, I don't know. I'm only 7 months sober, says Mur. It's been so hard, but also the most rewarding thing I've ever done. Good for you, Mur. I actually don't know if I knew that. Or maybe you have mentioned it before, but 7 months is a lot. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of time. Proud of you. Real talk, though, what predictions do we have for the new Scream movie? I have no idea. I haven't seen the trailer because I don't want to spoil anything for myself. But I'm excited for it. You hate all social media. You only have Twitch and Discord. Fair. Wasn't allowed to have social media until I was 16, so I agree with that. I noticed you haven't posted as much on the Lorcana account. Are you still trying to build that? Yes. You'll notice that my slowing down on that account corresponds exactly with my arm breaking, my collarbone breaking. It's just been hard. The amount of energy I have is less. I'll do it when I can. Yeah. 7 months is so good. Were the oysters the main? No. Not at all. Not at all. Okay. Speaking of mains, they have salads. They have a Creekside organic pumpkin soup with a soft egg, pomegranate, and roasted chestnut. For the second day in a row, pomegranate. They have a kale and apple salad with gorgonzola dolce and walnuts. They have a Caesar wedge salad with Parmesan, crouton, and anchovy dressing. And then they have cherry, which I guess is pasta. So I guess it's like pasta salad with hen of the woods mushrooms and pecorino. I don't know why that's on the side. It must be a pasta salad. Have I ever seen The Housemaid? I haven't seen it, but I know what happens. And hello, Cherry Mochi. I listened to a podcast about it. It sounded okay. What were you up to when you were off social media a few months ago? Resting, healing. I went through a 6-week intensive eating disorder program. Yeah. The trailer was good. I can't wait to see how poorly I interpreted it all. The Scream 7 trailer. Mains. Little neck clams with herbs, fennel broth, and garlic grill bread. I don't like shells in my food. Clams. They have a fried chicken sandwich with red cabbage jalapeno slaw, spicy mayo, and fries. They have grass-fed Stemple Creek cheeseburger. I think Stemple Creek is where it comes from. Cheeseburger and fries, bread and butter pickles. Absolutely not. I am anti-bread and butter pickles. I would do it without the pickles. Or with different pickles, but I doubt they have it. The server recommended the Mount Lassen trout, white miso mustard, wilted spinach, and McGinnis Romano beans. I'm sure it's good. But I don't know. And then they have a steak frite with a grass-fed Grant 8-ounce It said ribeye here. They came up and told me it's actually not an 14-ounce ribeye. It's an 8-ounce Bavette steak. Then the desserts. They also have cheeses. They have a cheese plate. Don't beat yourself up when you slip up. The fact that you're even trying to be sober is a learning by itself. Agreed. Cozy said, I'm scared, but I think I need ED treatment. I'm going to hire a nutritionist. It's one of the smartest things that I've ever done with my time. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. What did you learn in the intensive program that helps you now? A lot of strategies on how to manage binge eating. And also, it was like a group therapy setting, so just being around other people who have dealt with the same thing and, building skills on how to deal with triggers and all these things. And it was just great. It's kind of hard to summarize like 6 weeks of intensive therapy, but I do recommend it. Was it grippy sock? No, it was outpatient. I'm looking at the fried chicken sandwich. I'm looking at the Hen of the Woods mushrooms pecorino pasta thing. If it's hot, I mean, it's like a pasta dish with mushrooms and cheese. Do we want to do that? Or do we want to do the fried chicken sandwich? For the same price. What do we think? Yeah, I could go home and nugget. It was outpatient. There was nothing, and it was voluntary. This was not like, I asked for this. And it was like a couple hours, a couple times a week. Ended up being, that looks like young. Can we do a poll, user 52? Pasta or fried chicken sandwich? Yeah, you're so right. I've been sober from every substance for 6+ months, besides a couple of slip-ups with alcohol. Give myself credit for that. You should. As you should. Chicken sandwich sounds yummy. Let's flag down Asha. She's over there. Chicken sandwich. Can you grab Asha when they're in a meeting? It's no rush, but I would 100% do something like that. My home is my safe space, so going for even a few hours would be hard for me. Yeah, I was so nervous on my first day of treatment. I was so nervous because it was like 3 hours, 3 times a week. It's a lot. But luckily for me, it was a very small group. The therapists themselves were queer. And the vibe was immaculate. 2 things for you. Huh?
I'm trying to avoid the.
Oh, you're not on camera.
Okay, good. This is the worst angle too.
You're all good. You're all good. First and foremost, that's for you.
Oh, yes. What is this?
It's like Pokemon cards, but with Disney. They're called Lorcana.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thought you might appreciate that.
I do. Thank you.
And second off, so the pacheri, is that like a hot pasta dish?
Yes.
Okay.
With mushroom.
With mushrooms and cheese versus the fried chicken sandwich, which looks good, but it's a little. I don't mind messy at all.
Oh, then do the fried chicken.
You think fried chicken sandwich? Okay, I'll do the fried chicken.
I like it.
Right, I'll do that.
Okay, great. Yeah, I was like, in case you want.
My lipstick is Super Stay.
Which one is it?
It's starts with an M. Maybelline Super Stay.
Oh.
It does not budge.
But does it dry it out?
I put like a little thing on sealer on top, and
I've heard about that one that it lasts forever.
Mhm.
I need to get in on that.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
there it is.
Cool. Thank you. You think the steak sounds good? I bet it is good, but we're doing chicken sandwich. Okay. Oh no, there's a mains poll. Someone did the poll. Maybe that was Tracy. Yes, we gave our manager / server. Oh, okay. It was the Jasmine. All right. Get our tea back out. Maybelline Super Stay lipstick stays put overnight. No, okay, yes. Maybelline Super Stay stays put overnight No cap. Yeah, it really, really does. I mean, it as you know, I for the first year or two of streaming, I used Sephora liquid lip. I don't know if it was if it would call it like a lip. It was a lip stain, but no matter what I did, it would always come off by the end of the night, and I would need to reapply, which is fine. But as someone who is a professional food streamer, and like every single stream, we're going to be encountering things that are going to try to take the lipstick off of my lips. I needed something better. I feel like I'm an ad for them right now. I promise I'm not. And then someone recommended Superstay. I was like, oh, why have I not been using this the whole time? And also take this. I hid it from you. Thank you. Yeah. I had a ribeye the other night. It was cooked with roasted garlic and sesame. And it was cooked with roasted garlic and sesame eggplant. That sounds good. Bowls don't work for you. I can't figure out how to make a bowl. It's okay. Yeah. Let's use the bowl. Mur says, this is where I'm not feminine. Although I think everyone in makeup looks stunning, I've never been a makeup wearer. And that's totally fine. That's totally fine. I mean, on days where I'm not streaming, unless I'm going out, which almost never happens, or going, you know, I'm not the kind of person who's ever going to wear makeup just sitting around the house. In fact, as soon as I get home from doing anything, and I have makeup on my face and I don't have something else to do, you know, within the hour, even if it's like I get home at, say, I don't know, 2 p.m., 3 p.m., and I have something to do at 6, I will probably take the makeup off anyways and just put it back on, because I don't like having stuff on my face. At least not when I'm lounging, because I want to be able to just like do whatever and not have to worry about it. Even though I know it's Superstay. Hello, Hagen. Makeup isn't needed to be feminine. Correct. Sometimes eyeliner and a dope mascara is all you need. Totally. And I take that approach a lot, but I'm lazy sometimes. Yeah. And sometimes you don't need anything. It's only, I mean, you know, I think as someone who was told they were a boy growing up and only later realized that they weren't, finding myself learning, not that I would have been surprised before I transitioned, but, you know, I think you learn just how ingrained and just how, like, taught it is for women of all shapes and sizes to feel pressure to wear makeup when they leave the house. Like, and sometimes it's because they feel good, but sometimes it's because they feel like they have to in order to be presentable. And that's a shame, because you're presentable with or without. Absolutely correct, Ninjigo. You're good. I'm just trying to validate you. Yes. Talk about your romantic life pre and post transition. Okay. I almost never wear makeup. Yeah. I'm not big on makeup, but did just fall in love with the Merit complexion stick. Interesting. Thank you, Hagen. Romantic life pre and post transition. Well, pre-transition, I definitely got around. I had plenty of ladies over those years, both casual connections and less casual. But the thread that ran through all of it was that I was unhappy because I wasn't myself. I think anyone would agree that if you're pretending to be someone you're not. Oh my God, I was not paying attention there. If you're pretending to be someone you're not, you will not succeed in dating, because you can only form a true connection with someone if you're yourself, right? Like when people say, "Oh, what vibe should I put out on the date tonight?" It's like, "Oh, be yourself," right? Because you can't, if you're not yourself, then either the person's not going to like you because you seem inauthentic, or they're going to like someone who isn't you. So it's not to say that I was completely disingenuous while I was dating beforehand. I had several very meaningful relationships that impact who I am to this day, with lovely people who, unfortunately, got a version of me that was not as in touch as I wish I had been. Post transition, you're meeting yourself all over again. You're finally getting to be who you are. It's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. Um, the unfortunate thing about post-transition dating life is that my dating pool is just that much smaller. Because there's stigmas around dating trans people, or cis people specifically. Dating trans people, some people might feel shame about that, or like, I would never, or even if they are attracted to us, they might not do it for fear of being judged or whatever. The dating pool is smaller. That being said, I would never go back because why would I go back to being a miserable like shell of a person who's denying their true self? Being said, I've had a bit of a rough couple years dating wise, but I'll be okay. I hope I'll be okay. My husband said me not wearing makeup was a big reason he fell for me. That's sweet. Thank you for that, because I was literally just sitting here debating putting on makeup before I go to the mall to look more put together. But you're so right. I'm not going to simply because I don't want to. It or absolutely right. Of course. Honestly, I want to present more butch, but I'm just not sure how. I mean, only you can decide that. Butchness can manifest in different ways. Maybe it's a clothing thing. Maybe it's a vibe thing. Makeup thing, accessories thing. Like, it can be however you want. Just ask yourself, how would you want to be more butch? How would that feel? In what way would it feel good? Interest for inspo, sure. Your hair looks so good today. Thank you. What did I use today? I used my normal leave-in conditioner, and then I used some. I'll do that again. I don't know why people dislike you. You're so sweet. Pretty. It's very sweet. And it's got a really sweet gift. This one is from Kelsey. Kelsey sent $20. Kelsey, throw some gas tanks out for the lovely Kelsey. And they said, Happy New Year, which I really, really appreciate, my friend. Thank you, Kelsey. You are sweet. For supporting me, supporting the stream, keeping the stream going. Y'all, if you like this stream, the way to support it, the way to make sure that I come back on Monday, and obviously I'm coming back on Monday, but Monday after Monday after Monday, if you're like, oh God, the prospect of Lily not coming back one day is maybe upsetting, right? Tip your bartending and tip your streamer. Give me a few bucks. We'll open a pack. It'll be fun. And I'll shout you out. And you'll be my best friend forever. BFF. I'll tattoo your name right here. Right there. Thank you, Kelsey. All right. I'm going to do a random pack. Random pack. You wish you had slinky hair. Is this slinky hair? Right? Slinky hair, I feel like, would be more cool, right? Hey, Lily, how often do you wash your hair? It's looking good. Well, thank you, KK. I washed my hair this morning, actually. And as a great person once told me, the wash and repeat is not an option. Always wash twice, and I do that now, and it works. But usually I'll wash it every few weeks, maybe a little bit less in the last month or so since I hurt my arm. It would be my second. I think I washed my hair for the second time after breaking my arm today. And I've started using a shower brush, which I think was very helpful. Also, for some reason, this side is always a little less curly than this side. I don't know why. All right, this is Kelsey's sponsored pack. Thought that's where you put my name. Maybe I'll put it. I'm probably just going to tattoo it over you. Late to the party. Welcome, Sauce and Spice. Hello. How you doing? Shampooing twice is a game changer. It really is. It's got to be like the first wash is just like you're getting the bulk of it out. The second wash, you're getting like the last 20% of it, and it gets really foamy. That's where the real magic happens. All right, so it's the first ring. All right, here we go. We got Power Line. That's a super rare. Or that's a regular rare. We got one last hope. That's Hercules. And then we got Heart of Tafiti. Well, thank you, Kelsey. Appreciate you. I got a foil rare. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Oh, well, thank you, Giz. Bailey says, I wear men's clothes semi-regularly and do no makeup, but I'm quite curvy. Sorry. And I feel like my assets just instantly make me look girly. I mean, let me put it to you this way. If you walk into any lesbian bar in San Francisco, of which there are less than you think, let's say you walk into Jolene's, Mother, or Ricky's, and you just take a little look around that lesbian bar, and you set your sights on any given butch lesbian, and I'm not saying you're butch lesbian, but a butch woman in that room, the odds that that butch person is curvy are good. And being curvy and butch, you are not any less butch because you are curvy. There are plenty of ways to style yourself and hold yourself that do not give any sort of femininity vibe of femininity to your person. And you can retain that butchness totally. I would honestly just look up like curvy butch woman and take a look and see how they do it, because they're out there. User52 said, how much you get a name tattoo on you? Huh. 100 grand. I'm not joking. That's how much. I was like 50? No, 100. And it would depend on where. User52 deserves their name tattooed on your lip. In the words of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, get User52's name out my mouth. Kylie says, I find I have to wash my hair so much more as I struggle with hair loss and thinning. Looks greasier faster. Well, hey, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Wouldn't being against gender stereotypes also eliminate the aspect of being trans? I'm apagender, gender apathetic, kind of the opposite of trans. Like, I could care less what pronouns people call me. Okay, so let's look at this word here, gender stereotypes first. What is a gender stereotype? A gender stereotypes typically are negative things. They are broad generalizations about a group of people that paint with such a broad brush, or maybe even with might even be a lie about a group of people. So, for example, that like, all men are meatheads, or that, don't have feelings, things like that. That's a gender stereotype, right? So, of course, being against a gender stereotype is good, because gender stereotypes don't do anyone any good. But there's a difference between a gender stereotype and the idea of gender. Gender is an important concept to many people, right? And if you're agender or apagender, then maybe this doesn't apply to you. But gender is an important structure that people organize their identity around. And being trans doesn't mean you're against that. In fact, you're embracing it. No more or less than any other person, right? Like, most people in the world organize their identity around their gender to a certain extent. So I'm really not sure what you're getting at eliminating the aspect of being trans. I really don't quite understand where that question is coming from. But if you would like to follow up with more detail, I'm happy to read it. Mer says, my masculine wife is curvy. My best advice is to stop buying men's clothing and buy masculine clothes meant for AFABs. Interesting. Yeah, you know what, Bailey? Have you been on Quince before? The shirt I was wearing yesterday, which is, if you go to the recent video I posted this morning, that shirt is from Quince, and they do like these more butchy button-ups that I think are really cute. And as someone who is recently curvy, maybe worth checking out. I want another sunflower on my hand, like a tattoo. What are my thoughts on AI? Awful, gross. I hope the bubble bursts soon. It is the death of creativity, and I never use it in any of my videos for any reason ever. Same. When puberty hit, I had to stop wearing men's clothes and find women's clothes that fit my curves but are more mass presenting. And luckily, in 2025 or 6, the internet has it covered. Quince is a great place to start. What if everyone just got matching User52 butt tats? You can do that. I don't want their name anywhere near me. I have a tattoo on a booty cheek. Really? What is it? This is maybe a little bit gross. Maybe we shouldn't say this. Cover your ears for a second if you don't want to hear a slightly gross thing. I had a pimple on my butt yesterday, on my butt cheek. It was I didn't realize it, and it was like, and I popped it. It was like, it was gross, but it was satisfying. Okay, end gross story. I'd love to see my. Thank you so much. This looks delicious. Yeah, thank you. Let me see my partner's face if I showed up with a butt tat of their face, maybe? Like, you get them tattooed on your butt? Alright, can y'all see that okay? I think AI will force us into communism. I don't know about that. I don't quite know how you make that jump. But I do think AI doesn't add anything. It doesn't do anything. It just regurgitates human ideas. In a way, look, I have no issue with it, like, optimizing a spreadsheet, but writing a movie? Ew. You're good, Kathy. And Kathy, I'm not sure, what was the last thing you said? I'm not sure if I've seen any of your comments. You're talking too much about being trans. Have you commented much? Are you getting blocked? Okay, I'm out. You're out because I'm talking too much about being trans. Okay. Sorry. I'm not sorry. Bye. Yeah. I do have a crescent moon tat on one cheek, but the other is still free. You need the sun now, right? Right. Oh, well, it's a blank that is blank and has wings? Oh. Interesting, Frank. Interesting. Yeah. Because it will replace people's jobs, and we'll have to reevaluate the ways I don't think that it's going to replace as many jobs as you might think. Because again, it's not capable of original thought. That was a good fry. In a trans space, right? I don't really want to talk about AI. I'm not well read on it. All I know is thumbs down. Concept of communism. I prefer socialism. People like to call socialists communists, like the new mayor of New York, Zoran Mamdani. Like, oh, he's a communist. He's like, no, he's not. He's a democratic socialist, and there's a big difference. Anyways, we don't need to get into politics. I don't like talking about politics. No? Good for you, K-pop. What's my opinion on Dylan Mulvaney? So I've never met Dylan Mulvaney. I don't know her personally. We've never spoken. Here and there, she's like dropped a comment on a couple of my TikTok videos, like emojis. Like, I'm sure she knows of me. She seems really sweet. I personally, so her content, and this is a compliment to her. Her content is perfect for cisgender people just starting to learn about what it means to be trans. She ticks all of the boxes of what a cis person might expect a trans person to be, right? Which is deeply feminine, has voice trained, is moving in the direction of passing, has had facial feminization surgery. I'm not sure if she's had bottom surgery, but like is doing all of the things, right? She is also deeply charismatic. Um, she's a good speaker and very bubbly. Okay, all of these things put together make for a very palatable person to be like, welcome. We're not crazy. We are totally normal, and you do not need to be afraid of us, right? Like, I see Dylan Mulvaney as someone who is like standing outside the gate as not the only, but one of the major like figureheads for our community, as an example of us not being what people say we are. Now, I don't watch her content myself because I don't need that. But I respect what she's doing. I think she's good at what she does, and I think we need more people like her. Let's not talk about AI. It's depressing. I don't know much about it. I don't want to talk about it. What do you think of Brandy Nitty? She's the one with like the face, like the long face, right? I think. This is that's really mean. I probably shouldn't have said that. Or do it. Thinking of that person? Yes. Okay. She's also one of the MAGA ones, right? She's also MAGA. Yeah. She likes anytime I do something, she likes to make a video about it. I think she's the same as Blair White. Like, selling out your own kind doesn't buy you safety. I mean, I think it does. It doesn't. That was the food concoction. Can you all see this? We got fries and a chicken sandwich that has red cabbage jalapeno sauce, spicy mayo, and fries. Yeah. Oh no, you're good, Cozy. I'm not saying I just, it's just depressing. All right, here we go. Let's try this. Oh, interesting. They're like individual pieces of chicken. It's not one patty. All right, here we go. Hopefully it's not too hot. They're good. Really tender. They're good. Oh, good. A little bit of gristle. I like the flavors a lot. I think that this should have just been a chicken breast. Like, I appreciate what they're going for. Flavors are good. It doesn't need to be little pieces of chicken. It should be a breast. But I'm not giving up on it yet. Yeah, Brandy Nitty like has said a bunch of really nasty things about me. She's just one of those like weirdly MAGA trained people. Dylan is pretty funny sometimes. Made me chuckle when she shot the beer cans with a water gun in her music video. She was basically responding to the weird meltdown about the Bud Light. Yeah, and that was like a big moment that I respect her for handling very gracefully. Yeah. Is good spill food? You wish. Let's see if I can get a better bite. It's very greasy. That was a better bite. It's interesting. There's a lot of cumin on this burger, which I wouldn't have expected. Yeah, you can see inside. Give me a sec. You see it okay? It's a very interesting... Oh, that's not cumin. No, that is. What's it called? It's the Indian spice. Anise? It's like anise seeds, right? I think of the right thing. Anise. Sorry. Is it star anise? No, it's like. Anise seeds? I think so. Googling it. Yeah, I think that's anise seeds. It tastes like licorice, like black licorice. A very bold swing for a chicken sandwich, I must say. I mean the inside of sandwich from your bite. Oh, okay. Yeah, hold on. It's not. I thought it was cumin for a second. It's anise. Better? No, it's tea. Also, the Italians get mad about anything. It was unmistakably anise. We'll ask Asha, but I'm like 90% sure it was anise. Can't tell by my face if I like it or not. It is such a big swing of a sandwich. Like, when you order a chicken sandwich, there are certain things you expect, and I respect them playing with those expectations. That being said, anise on a chicken sandwich is a big swing. I'm not against anise, to be clear. But it is interesting. But we'll confirm with our server that it was anise, so I know I'm just not talking out my butt. I don't think you like it. Says not. I'm not like in love with it, but I don't dislike it. I have notes for it. Nor would I also wouldn't order it again. But also I'm intrigued and fascinated. It's like, you know when you see a movie that you're like, I don't know if I like that, but it was really interesting. Like, my attention is held. No, I don't want to get it replaced. I don't know. I've already eaten more than like maybe a third of it. Chick-fil-A spicy. Nice seed? Anise seed, you mean? A-N-I-S-E. Anise, anise. Yeah. You have mayo and ketchup? I have ketchup. I'm going to ask. Here's Asha. Maybe she's on break or something. Anyways. You all want to hear about the desserts they have? They have organic vanilla or chocolate soft serve. You hate it, try something else. I don't even know what I would... Maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. They have the soft serve. They have ube basque cheesecake, salted cream. Interesting. They have 70% chocolate terrine, hazelnut praline, vanilla bean, and chantilly cream, and then a vanilla bean creme brulee with market berries. Of those, guess the cheesecake or the chocolate cream. Either of those. I should go. It feels so immobile because of my arm. Normally I'd like lean across my chair. I don't know. The steak. I would do the pasta thing. I do prefer filet, but I don't want that. If anything, I'd want the pasta. Excuse me. Could you grab Asha for me, please? Thank you. Steak is good. The pasta option was pacheri, which is like this extra wide rigatoni, hen of the woods mushrooms, and pecorino cheese. Hi. Is it anise seeds on the chicken?
Let me double check.
Okay.
Maybe when they fried it.
Interesting. I'm not a huge fan, but
Of eggs or of the
oh, just of the sandwich, but of the anise of it all. It's like black licorice. Yeah. Is that supposed to be on there?
I think it's probably the herb in the marinade.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to do something else instead?
Yeah. Could I do the pacheri, the pasta dish? Thank you. I'm sorry about that.
You're fine. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's
You wanna
fine.
Hold on to the fries still.
It's okay. All right.
Yeah, let's not waste the frying it.
Thank you. I'm sorry about that.
It's all good. I am gonna bring in the pasta for you.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. I will say, anise is a bold swing. It is a bold swing for a chicken sandwich. Other than that, it was good. It's good. The anise of it all. Yeah. Yeah, they're very nice. They're very nice. We got, oh my god. Get out of here, User52. User52 just gifted $5 for a bean. Well, joke's on you. I'm going to pick a good one this time. Yeah, that's, and I'm sure they'll find out if that was anise. That is like a very big flavor to not mention. The chicken was well cooked. It was just a very surprising flavor. I've had anise and risotto, and it was very good, and I hate licorice. Yeah, anise can be good. It's just should be listed. Oh no. I do, and oh well, thank you, Lauren. I currently have 3 packs with me, so if you want to send $45, we can open all 3 of these. Let me know. Or you can send $60 and I'll still open 3, or we can open once a month. Or limit. Anyways, User52 gifted $5 for this bean. Now, I'm really upset about this one because this is the worst of the flavors, potentially. It's either pomegranate flavor or Old Bandage flavor. Now, I've had the Old Bandage one before, and it is by far the worst of all of them. By like a decent margin. I really want this to be pomegranate. I don't think I've ever had a red one and it not be Old Bandage because statistically they're more likely to be the bad version. I'm just going to get it over with. Lauren, you certainly can. Thank you. Thank you. You are so sweet. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. All right. Here we go. Please be pomegranate. Oh, thank God. That's right, User52. Pomegranate. You see. I just have a skill. I have a skill. And that skill is bean boozling you, User52. Wasn't Old Bandage. That was pomegranate. Oh, thank God, because the Bandage one was so bad. I did Bean Boozled on Christmas, and it was not as bad as I remember, but still not good. Which ones did you get? Because there's some that are real bad. Yeah, it is more like, there are more bad beans than good beans. I did break the bad bean streak. That's a tongue twister. Broke the bad bean. I should get my father-in-law bamboozled. He asked for jelly beans for Christmas. He should. Also, I keep forgetting, I also don't have a lot of them in my backpack right now, but I also have the spicy bean boozled, where there's 5 different levels of spice. It's not like a random thing. You spin the wheel. There's like a little tiny spicy one, and then like a super spicy one, and a couple in between. So at some point I'll remember to bring that, and we can spin the wheel. I'm not sure how spicy the spicy is. Silence penalty. I'll eat a few French fries as well in silence for a sec. good fries. Anyways, I say we could do polls for whether the bean would be good or bad. Oh, like a prediction. Probably never have points on that one. Yeah, that's a tough one because it's really. I guess the odds are in the favor that people say it'll be bad. Do you want to do the spicy ones? Yeah, we can do them. Hello, Catherine. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I'm trying to decide on dessert. We still have our pasta thing, but I feel like soft serve's a little boring. It's also not house made from Strauss, which is good, but I don't like Basque cheesecake because it's like the one that's burnt on top, but I do like ube cheesecake. And it's ube Basque cheesecake. The salted cream. That sounds good. And they have chocolate cream. It's like a little tart, I think. Hazelnut praline. Okay. Vanilla bean chantilly cream. I guess that's the one I want. Vanilla bean creme brulee. I don't really like creme brulee. And then they have a cheese plate, which has Point Reyes Toma, Brillat Savarin triple cream, and Stilton waxed blue with a currant rosemary cracker, honeycomb, and preserves. Thank you. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for bringing that. You're the best. I'm good. Oh, yes, thank you. And I had a question. The ube Basque cheesecake, that's burnt on top, right? Like by design? No. Okay.
It's not.
Isn't Basque cheesecake usually is?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, I guess yes it is.
How is it? I mean,
I love it.
yeah.
But it is like, Basque cheesecake.
Yeah.
Is not sweet.
Oh, really? Is that
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah, because some people find it like not sweet enough, but I like that about it personally.
Okay.
So, but the chocolate dessert is like the more traditional dessert.
If I was between those two,
I love them both.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do the chocolate.
Hazelnut and everything.
Perfect. I'll do that next.
Yeah, whenever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. Happy Friday. No, I'm gonna drop anything. Happy New Year's. Should I get it? You don't like sweet? I do like sweet. I don't like overly sweet. Also, it's hard to describe, but the texture of these forks are incredible. They're so smooth. I don't even know what this is made out of, but I like it. It might be like polished wood. It feels very fancy. It's also very light. Is it bamboo? It might be. It's very light. I don't know how they do it. It's great. All right, here is the pasta. We're getting this as a replacement because I was not a fan of the chicken sandwich. This is mushrooms, handmade pacheri pasta, pecorino cheese. Yum, 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 in the tum-tum. I wonder if anyone has submitted anonymous questions. User52, can you put the link in there just in case anyone else wants to ask an anonymous question? Just in case. Maybe someone's got a question. Or you can ask it in chat. Bring the spoon in front of the Autism Council. It's also the same thing for the knife. I don't know if you can see that. What's the new dish? This is pacheri, so it's like homemade pasta, hen of the woods mushrooms, pecorino or Parmesan cheese, pecorino cheese, and it looks like chives. Thank you, User52. All right. I'm going to use my knife as well for this because I really don't want to spill. That was good. No hidden anise here. Wrong utensil. What utensil? What utensil could you possibly want me to use? B-Jack. Use the French fry? That's good. That's good. G-O-O-D good. Yeah, tell me. And seductive bite? I can do a seductive bite. I know how to do that one. Knife? Okay. All right. I don't even know how to do this. All right, I'm going to do this seductive bite with a knife. Ooh, look how lucky that is. I got an entire loop here. I'll do the seductive bite. Calm down, Koji. Calm down, everybody. You know where to find more. You know where to find more of that. Most of you do, at least. It's out there. It's out there. Friday sillies, as you should. As you should. I really don't know what I'm going to do this weekend. It's going to be raining all weekend long. There's not really any movies I want to see. What should I do this weekend? Tell me. Love pasta with a ton of sauce. There's a good amount of sauce on this. Oh, it's a very thin sauce. Go live on Saturday. I gotta take a break from streaming here and there. At one point, in the very early days, in the first few months I was doing this ever, I think I streamed like 6 or 7 days a week. And that is a recipe for burnout. Because you gotta regain your emotional energy, you know? It's difficult. Go see The Handmaid. That's the one with Sydney Sweeney, right? I know what happens in it. House of Pasta is great. It's actually great. Redo. Oh wow, super. Redo cable management. That's an idea. I always redo cable management at the new year because things get chaotic. Not a bad idea. Which gives me another idea, which is just clean my apartment because I haven't been able to clean it since I got injured. It's been kind of gross, and since my mom was here. So, yeah. Good idea though. My cables are okay. I think I just need to clean and organize my apartment. But I'll wait to really do like a deep clean and big spring cleaning or whatever until my arm is better. Oh yeah, it's definitely handmade pasta. For sure. Housemaid. Yeah. Yeah, I've not seen The Housemaid, but I know I listen to a lot of like movie podcasts, and they'll talk about new releases, movies that just came out. And I listened to one on that because I was kind of on the fence if I'd see it or not. I still would watch it, but I don't know if I'd go make a trip to the theater for it. Yeah, Ennis is strong. I still wonder. I should ask Asha when she gets back. I'm assuming it was intentional. I doubt it would have come from anywhere else because there was multiple anise seeds on there. It was definitely anise. The more and more I think about it, it's like I know that flavor. If you've ever been to an Indian restaurant, on the way out, there's like this little bowl where normally there might be after dinner mints or like, whatever, a little bowl of candies that you can grab on your way out. There's always that in an Indian restaurant, but it's not candies. It's this like seed candies and like anise seeds. It's like, and there's like a spoon and you spoon a little into your hand. I don't know what it's called. Not coriander, anise. You spoon it in and you like kind of eat it. It's kind of like acts as like a sort of toothpick and a breath mint, but it's licorice. Yeah, Bobby? Glad you liked it. The book is so good, but Sydney Sweeney not so good yet. I haven't found out if it was anise. I'll ask next time Asha comes back. I'm retired, but I owned a cleaning business. I could have cleaned. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Karami, hello. My food is great. It's great, yeah. Well, do you have any goals for New Year with Twitch and TikTok? Keep growing. Keep doing it. Keep putting my best foot forward. I think my New Year's resolutions more fall in line of personal things as opposed to professional things, even though personal and professional overlap so much for me, as you know, but more like things that don't have to do with streaming. My pee? What's your pee? That is real good. That is real good. How's the restaurant experience? I know. How's the restaurant? You mean this restaurant? Or overall? other day was. You mean when I got misgendered yesterday? You were there for that, right? Or were you? Yeah, I think I'm ready for my dessert. Maybe we just do the soft serve. Nah, we should do the tartine. Terrine. That did happen yesterday. That was yesterday. Yeah. How's the restaurant I'm at today is great. It's gorgeous, as you can see. The food is good. The service is great. Relatively close to home. This is great. We'll be here more to try more of this menu. For sure. How's my lipstick sticking, by the way? Kind of sauces on the pasta. It's like I would say it's probably like lemon juice, some sort of cream, and mushrooms stuff. It's like a creamy, lemony mushroom thing. Cheesy too. What if you showed every time you got misgendered? I know it's a lot, but maybe if people saw how often, they'd be more understanding. I don't think so. I mean, I've done a compilation before, but people had the opposite reaction. Some people had the opposite reaction, where it's like, of course this is happening to you, blah, blah, blah. People can choose how they want to interpret those videos. I don't think that me showing it happening more often would do anything other than affirm what their point of view already is. At least some people. Maybe other people would watch it and have their minds change. I would hope so. Thank you, bro. No, she's not in town anymore, Bailey. An airplane nose with a fork. That's fun. German pirate? I don't even know. I can't even do a German accent. Much less German pirate. Cozy, can I ask for a different one? Because I can do a pirate. Pirate. But they don't know how to do a pirate. No, that's an Irish pirate. It's not German. Oh yeah. Oh hello. It's me, Captain Blackbeard. It's not good. The Irish pirate. I don't know what to tell you. I can do like a southern pirate, like walk the plank, y'all. But a Scottish pirate. Walk the plank, lass. Oi, lassie. And the Irish people like, lassie. No, that's still Scottish. Lassie. I don't know. It's tough for me to switch between those two. I'm much better. Scottish comes more naturally because I spent a semester in Scotland. What does a Viking even sound like? I have no idea. A Viking? I ain't got that. Want the plank, y'all? All right. Matthew McConaughey was a pirate. Easy come, easy go. A vast deed made. Ahoy, ahoy, ahoy. You know the best thing about pirate treasure? I keep getting older and it stays the same age. That's my Matthew McConaughey pirate. I feel like that does it. Even though it wasn't exactly what you asked for, I gave you something, right? So waiting on the one you have to sing your order. Y'all gotta save up for that. Can we get a Scottish impression? I mean, right then, this is my Scottish impression. I just had a cup of tea, Iron Brew, Aberdeen, Edinburgh. What you doing, lass? How's that? That's me, a Scottish impression. Right then. Scandinavian. You keep asking for these accents that I do not have. Anything that's like Scandinavian, Viking, German, like anything east of the UK and France, maybe. Once you get to Germany, Germany's east of France, right? Germany and keep going east. I can't. No, like I need user 52. Oh, is that not already enough? I feel like someone told me it was. I don't know. A deep apple. Okay, you're doing a lot of like combining of things. Appalachia? Is Appalachian just like southern? All right. Is this Appalachian? No, because Appalachian would be more like North Carolina, right? North Carolina? I mean, I guess I could just do this, but like, man overboard, I don't even know. I don't know. I feel like that's not Appalachian. I got your laughing. Okay. There's one you have to sing an answer to us, but I want you to sing the server your order. That was a 50-yard stare. That was a I am y'all are asking for a lot and I want my dessert. Where's Asha? Asha, where'd you go? There they are. Excuse me, could you grab Asha for me, please? Could you grab Asha for me, please? Thank you. Andrew, are you going to bring me my lemon or do I have to squeeze it from my hat? Is this a fever? Have I entered a fever dream? I do not understand. I'm assuming, as you said, overboard. Is that a show? Whoosh. Is the owner your server? No, they're not the owner. They're a manager. They're a manager, but they're not the owner. As far as I know. Maybe they are. But they seem to be like general manager maybe, or one of the managers. And they're very sweet.
How is it?
Delicious.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get that for my lunch too.
Yeah. It's late for lunch. I looked like there was a clock there. Yeah, a nap? You work dinner shift? Yeah, seriously. You work dinner shift too?
So because I open today, I'll be here till about 7. So
It's not that bad.
no, my husband works during the day, so it's nice.
Oh, does he work here too?
No, he works at Cotonou.
Oh, really? I love Cotonou. Yeah, seriously. Thank you. And I'm ready for dessert and the check. Thank you. The movie from the 80s, Overboard. Never seen it. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, Panera. Okay, we'll ask when they bring it back. I'm going to talk to you. What's going on with Cozy? Getting mac and cheese pizza. I don't understand mac and cheese pizza, and I've never understood why. I've never had a good execution of it because it's carb on carb, right? Pizza normally is bread, carb, cheese, fat, and other flavors like sauce, vegetables, and stuff. But if you put carb and then more carb on top of it, it all just kind of gets lost in the shuffle. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying, like, it's a hat on a hat. It's Unga Pachka, if you will. People need to know. We'll get there. Don't tell my cardiologist. Unfortunately, that's why I have no interest in it. Pasta on bread, I can't, right? Like, the cheese aspect of it, great. But why put bread on bread? It's like, why would you eat a bread sandwich? You wouldn't. Maybe just bread on its own is fine. But bread on bread? Oh, come out to New York. We have an amazing local shop that does it well. Okay. I believe you, but I just don't think it's for me. I don't think it's for me. Thank you. Oh, I had a question. So wait, what was I? Oh no, you're good. Was it anise on the sandwich? Really?
Yeah.
Is there anise in the kitchen being used for something else, or I might be totally off.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I feel like a lot of herbs impart that anisey flavor.
There was a crunchy seed on there somewhere. Maybe it wasn't anise.
But there's so many that give
Yeah.
out that flavor, right?
I guess so. Yeah.
'Cause, yeah. I can double check, but
It's really okay. I was just curious. Yeah. For
Yeah.
my own, like, did I identify it correctly kind of thing.
that's actually I have to check.
Yeah.
I need to know too. I don't like aniseed.
Thank you. Coriander, fennel seed, maybe fennel seed. It's something. There was definitely a crunchy seed on it. I could have sworn. Maybe it's whatever is in those Indian, like, breath mint substitute bowls when you leave the restaurant. That's what it was. Maybe it's fennel seeds. It's a big mystery. Big old mystery. Am I skipping dessert? No.
It's fennel seed,
It's fennel seed.
which is
I was-
definitely that licorice.
Because like, when you walk out of an Indian restaurant, there's that bowl. Is there fennel seed in that?
Song. Yeah.
Okay.
It's literally fennel seed.
Okay. Because that's what I was thinking of. I was just like, oh, that must be anise. It's not anise. It's fennel. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I mean, I use fennel seeds. Like we use it in Indian cuisine for meat dishes when we make it, but somehow it's different. But that song.
I like fennel. I was just not
I love
expecting it.
fennel, just, like,
Yeah.
Not in it. I get it, but that's definitely licorice.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Anyways, thank you for checking.
I should know these things.
Yeah. Yeah, you were right. It was fennel. Love me a dried meat with fennel and peppercorns, for sure. For sure. Mystery solved. Why is the word fennel so funny? Great question. There's that new Wuthering Heights movie by the director named Emerald Fennell. Fun fact. I don't know much about Wuthering Heights, but I do know the name of the director. Emerald Fennell. What the heck are these for? I guess it must be obvious when you play. They're cute, though.
Here you go.
Thank you. Appreciate
So
it.
there's dark chocolate mousse,
Mhm.
hazelnut praline, some like a dark chocolate cake in there too.
Perfect.
So good. And a little pear.
Excellent.
I'll be back with this. And then just chantilly cream on the side.
Excellent. Thank you. All right. So I was wrong in calling it anise because it's not anise, but I was right in that I thought that what anise was the stuff that was in the bowls at the end of Indian food restaurants, when in reality, it is actually fennel seeds. So I learned something. Cake with a side of boiled egg. That's exactly what this is, except it's not an egg. It's chantilly cream. Cat chocolate, did you mention caffeine free? There's not enough chocolate here to set me off. I still eat chocolate. Just got it. I'm just careful when it comes to dark chocolate. Cheers. It's crunchy. They weren't lying about the praline. Got like a Nutella, no, hazelnut. Crunchy. Good rec. Thank you, Asha. I appreciate you. I will be back soon. Of course. Enjoy. Yeah. All right. Hit the protein girls. Hit the protein goals, girls. Indeed. Did you ever drink caffeinated tea if you ever did like a transitional, like a tea ceremony to celebrate my transition? I'd probably just ask for a non-caffeinated tea, unless it was like absolutely mandatory. I would take a sip if I like really had to. It's not like, I would never do that ever for any reason. If I had to, I would. All right, so we had the tea, the bread, 3 oysters, 1 chicken sandwich. They refunded the chicken sandwich, the pasta, and the terrine, which is what I'm eating now. Plus a 6% SF mandate, plus a tip. I'm tipping 30-something, low 30s%. Yeah. Caffeine's a tough one. Caffeine is a tough one. I was only able to, I had a breakdown. And also I promised the people on stream that I would quit, so that was very helpful. All right. Ooh. Go ahead and guess. Never understood how tips are mandatory in America. Doesn't that defeat the purpose of a tip? They're not technically mandatory. You could walk away and not tip someone, and you are legally fine. Socially, you're an a-hole. Usually, it's a way that restaurants can take advantage of the consumer by making it culturally insensitive not to tip. And also, they're able to pay their employees less because it's like, oh, we're going to get tipped. So in some states, you get paid less than minimum wage if you're working in food service because it's assumed you're going to make tips, but you might not. It's not good. Tips should always be built in, and it shouldn't be upon us to tip. All right. One guess per person. Someone got really close, actually. It was Emily. Emily said $100.54 pre-tip. It was $75.65. I tipped $25, making it $100.65, meaning that Emily was 11 cents under. Pretty good. Pretty good. Unfortunately, Emily, your prize is you win nothing. Nothing at all. Sorry. I'm not made of money. What do you want? What do you want? When I was a server, I was paid $3.25 an hour. I was upset when I was tipped. Yeah. You could even lose money on a table that way sometimes, depending on the restaurant. You say, but what? But why is this sugar packet ringing like a telephone? I don't know. I'll answer it. Hello. Hello, sweetie. Get it? Sweetie? Sugar? It's good, right? Sorry. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. I'm just doing dessert now. Yeah, I'll probably be home soon. I already fed you this morning. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mix it up enough. It's kibble. What do you want? Yes, I'll give you lots of snuggles and we'll go for a walk. Oh, you're watching the stream too? You liking it? Oh, you're mad that I sent back the chicken sandwich. Okay, got it. I didn't realize. Oh, you're on all the troll stuff too. I didn't expect that, honestly. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'll be nicer to Emily too. All right, I love you. Bye. That was Nugget, and he said that I should give you everything, so I will. That's a prize. Congrats. That was Nugget. I gave Asha we gave her them a Jasmine card. As their request. You got it, Emily. Server minimum wage is lower, yeah. $30 an hour is wild. You're not getting there that pretty much anywhere. At least at like a restaurant. Unless, I mean, maybe something real fancy plate. I don't know. Nugget would have eaten the fennel. I know he would have. And look, I respect the big swing. I really do. It wasn't bad. It just was not for me. It was not for me. It was not for me. So we get a restaurant rating. Out of what? Do we give it a fork rating? Like 5 forks out of 5 forks? That kind of thing? Let's see. Service was excellent. One of the best service I've had, period. Asha was attentive, kind, did things that they didn't need to do, attended to me. Aesthetic, also a 5 out of 5, one of the prettier restaurants in the city. Highly recommend. Noise levels, moderate. Fine, especially given that it's in the Ferry Building, which is a very high traffic place. Food, I will give it 4 out of 5. Only because I think that the chicken sandwich, while not my cup of tea. Could be someone's cup of tea, but not my cup of tea. So, that being said, I would recommend this restaurant to anybody, and we will be back. Now, let's do a quick fit check and spill check. User 52, you see that? Wait, hold on. Oh no, what's that? What is that? What's that? I can't tell. I scraped it off. I think that might have been a spill. Shoot, I think that might have been something. I don't know what that was. Ugh. All right. Especially with the questionable, maybe not spill the other day, I think we have to call that a spill. And I do apologize. For that. But yeah, today we did spill. It was the smallest spill. But it was a spill nonetheless. All right. Very classy outfit. Thank you, Bailey. There was no... Well, I scraped it, but it was like definitely in the fibers. And look, I can't lie about these things. I would never lie. I'm not a liar. Everyone says I'm very truthful. Cool. Well, happy Friday, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. Let's open one more pack because I feel like we had 3 more packs, but let's do a freebie pack really quick. And then we'll call it for the week. How's that sound? One more pack. And look, don't want to tip. We could open the other ones too, but this one's for me. For us. This is the freebie. This is the community pack happening right here, right now. Here we go. I will be back on Monday. I have no particular plans on what to do next week, but if you have any ideas, please throw them in the chat because I'm always new. If one leads to 50 more, I'm not complaining. I wouldn't complain either. Look, I love doing the packs. Mulan, baby. Here we go. Wildcat. Bruno's Return. Robin Hood. Mama Odie. Mickey Mouse. And Pluto. It's fun. It's a common, but I'll take it. Monday Lobster. You know what, Miss Patty? I'm going to tell you right now. I never quite have been like a big lobster person. I don't dislike lobster, but given the markups for lobster and how expensive it can be, and also that sometimes you have to extract it from the shell yourself. Have I heard back about the Mickey card? I have not. I know it arrived at the facility. They just have not done the grading yet. And they said, oh, you have to send it in by January 17th, because they do a weird thing where even if it's arrived, it hasn't been received, which is different, where they have to, like, have they opened the package yet? They haven't. So if it gets close to January 17th and it's still saying nothing's happened, I will call them, because that's an expensive card. That being said, it is insured. In me sending it, it is insured. So, you know, maybe they'll lose it and they'll just get like thousands of dollars because they lost it. I don't know. But we'll see. I'd rather have steamer clams than lobster. I just don't like any seafood that you have to pick out of the shell yourself. I never understood that. Like, don't, like, I'm here to eat at your restaurant. You do the work. Take it out of the shell. That's not what I'm not here to pick it out of the shell myself. I'm here to eat your food, not to do the cooking. That's just my opinion. Keep trying new places. I'm working on it, Curly Kelly. The thing about trying new places that makes it a little bit difficult, not impossible, is that when you're picking a restaurant for streaming, there are a lot more things than you might think that factor into picking it. For example, is it well lit? And I'll give. Where's the cards go? Did I put them away? Well, before I tell you about lighting, a good example would be sound, right? Like this right here is noise canceling on. This is noise canceling off. Pretty loud, huh? Right? I'll turn it off in a second. Now, this restaurant is quiet enough that if I turn on noise canceling, it will more or less be listenable. But this is a quietish restaurant compared to a lot of restaurants, especially restaurants that like to bump loud music. So you need the restaurant to be relatively quiet. Also need a restaurant to have good service. Sometimes, in San Francisco in particular, there will be buildings that are like old buildings made of brick or concrete. You go in there, and you can kiss any dreams you had of streaming in there goodbye, because it ain't happening. And then the third and final thing, which is more tricky than you might think, is lighting. Okay, now look at me right here. You might not think about it, but I chose this seat, this table, because the light is coming this way. It is hitting my face this way. Look at how much of a difference it is if I were to sit like this. Big difference, right? Or like this. It's a big difference. And restaurants do not build their interiors based on good lighting for streamers. In fact, a lot of restaurants try to make their interiors feel very cozy, which usually means dim lighting, which if you're not streaming is great because it's relaxing, it's calm, it's a vibe, there's piano in the background. You know, it doesn't matter if it's low lighting because you can see you're not trying to film anything. However, lots of places, not great lighting for filming, and you might think that that's not an issue. And for some of you, that's probably true because you don't come for the food. You don't care if it's a little bit of a grainier video. But in terms of growing as a community and putting out quality video content, it ain't no good. Anyways. Vibes. I'm glad, Bailey. Grab the flags. We could try new places. Yes. This one's bad, yes. But it'd be fun to watch you struggle with seafood shells. I wouldn't want to struggle with seafood shells, though. I'm sure it'd be fun. Here, you can pay an extra $5 for the lazy option where the server does. Is that a thing? I still am just like not that excited. Even still, I don't find lobster like I'd rather have a steak. I'd rather have other things than lobster and clams, even if the shells weren't an issue. All right, everybody. I love you. Thank you for hanging out. I will be back this week, next Monday, for another stream. But until then, stay lovely. And as always, I'm going.